Why, hello there, you sassy Susans. How's it going? Now, as you can probably tell, a video isn't going on yet because of the fact that what I currently have on hand is the first part in a 5-part series on the families of Gears of War, the main families, because there are some other families like the Wallens that I don't mention. So, the reason that this is a normal episode and not 30 to 40 minutes when I recorded everything is because when I recorded everything, I didn't think I'd be having a 30 to 40 minute video on my hands, and my schedule really doesn't allow me to do anything with that. So, I put up on Twitter if people would rather have a 5-part series, because I talk about 5 families, or just the entire video as it is, and I would just sit down probably throughout the entire night and just crank it out and have it done with. The majority said a 5-part series, so for the next 5 episodes, you'll be getting the families of Gears of War, the main ones. If I would have known that this would have been a series, I probably would have instead done everyone a little more in detail and gotten the other families like the Wallens, maybe mentioned Baird and his parents, Cole and his parents, and all of that kind of stuff. But this is what we get. I do apologize if you're not a fan of the videos being separated like this. Again, it was all part of one main series. Probably week 6, which will be after the 5 videos are up, I'll just have all the videos out at once in one big video, just so that if you want to watch the entirety of the 1-part video I was going to make, the entire thing, you can just watch that. Or I can have all the pieces together so you have something to sit through. So I'm talking too much. I'll probably have one of these before each of the videos. This is just to explain what's going on. Again, schedule is hectic enough. A 30 to 40 minute video I don't think I could have pumped out, so I do apologize for that. I'm happy everyone voted for at least a 5-parter. Enjoy the episode, and I'll probably see you again at the end of it to explain something. I don't know. This is weird. This feels very weird. I mean, I'm used to having something here at a minimum, just yay level I can talk into normally, but now it's like, you know what I mean? It's better. I mean, camera's gonna be focusing on me more than my mic. I've noticed that, but I mean, I love the little guy, and now I've got him. I enjoy my new mic and everything, but it's like, it's different. I mean, you know, it's that weird different feeling you always have to get used to. Anyway, welcome back. Another Thursday. Hope you enjoyed. Possibly if you're in a playlist, the last video. Now you're on this one, and the next one's up. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I mean, I put work into that. I don't even know what it is, but I'm sure it's amazing. Maybe Gears 5 ended up being released early, and that's gameplay of me talking about it. I don't know, and I don't know why this. I'm still used to the mic, but if you look to the side or down, it's bound to be somewhere. But for now, you're here. You probably saw the name in the thumbnail. The Gears of War families, I'm going to call this one, because we're going to go over some of the major families in the Gears of War universe and talk about the members that are there and just briefly go over how they're related to a certain character that comes from that line. So, we're going to start this off with obviously everyone's favorite family, the Fenix family. Now, the Fenix family is pretty much built up pretty, I want to say thin, because there aren't that many members that we actually meet. We have some that are mentioned. For instance, we'll start this off. I guess we'll go as far back as we can. We'll be talking in Marcus's point of view from everything because, well, no, not Marcus. JD is what I had written down here is how we're going to be starting this one off, because JD is the furthest down in the line, so we can talk about JD and his relation to everyone. The first member we have for the Fenix family is Roland Fenix. I think so. Okay, I was going to say Ronald for some reason, but I have Roland here. So Roland Fenix from JD, and I want to make sure I got this right. I'm sorry if I keep looking down, but I have all this quickly written down for the family tree. that would be his great-great-grandfather would be Roland Fenix. So that would be Adam Fenix's grandfather is when he's mentioned. Roland pretty much was a soldier in the Pendulum Wars. He rose up the ranks to a decent level, and from there is pretty much where the Fenix family begins their recognition, because the Fenix family is actually very well known in the Gears of War universe, not just in the military, but actually to the public. The public know who the Fenixes are. They openly know who Adam is. They know, his wife. I can't remember her name. We're gonna get to her. I have it written down, but I don't want to keep looking down. They're openly known. Many characters who are in the military know about the Fenixes. They know who Marcus is before he becomes a Gear. Hoffman, Bernie, Helena, they all know who Marcus is. Helena, she has dinner meetings with Adam half the time and his family, pretty much saying, oh, how's it going? I brought little Anya with so we can have dinner and talk about the good old days when you were a Gear. Moving on from there, speaking of that, let's go on to, alright, I was hoping I didn't have to look, Elaine and Adam. So, Adam is a very well-known character throughout Gears of War. He's like the character that's thrown around and mentioned here and there. Like in some stories, you have that character who you're not introduced to until a ways into, but they're talked about. Like, this person with what he did, or this person with what he accomplished, and this is why things are like this because of him. That's pretty much Adam's role in the story. He's the one that's referenced a lot. Like the Hammer of Dawn, those weren't his plans. They took that from the UIR, but he made it. The emulsion pretty much wave machine that at the very end of Gears of War, the first trilogy, he made that. He's considered one of the brightest minds the Gears have ever had. He is considered one of the smartest. There's probably someone who was up there as smarter than him one time. Or he could be the smartest. I don't know. It's never said, but he is one of the smartest. His wife in her field, I believe she studies more in biology. She's considered the top of her field too. So they're two scientists that are very highly respected and very recognized. And next up, we actually have another family we'll be jumping into, the Stroud family. But right now, this person is technically a Fenix also because of how it ended in 3. But she's still categorized as being a Stroud, so it's kind of 50-50. But she is the mother of JD. So, next up we have Adam. Nope, not Adam, because that's the grandfather. We're not going to get into that. That'd be some messy genetics. Marcus, who is the father of JD, and Anya, who is the mother. Father and mother, after the war was done, they got together. They went off to the Stroud estate, which was still up, because the Fenix estate was kind of laid out as of the events of 1. It's pretty much grounded at this point. It's probably still standing a little bit, but it's nothing but caved out, destroyed, everything. The Locusts have already had their fun there. So Marcus, as we know from the games, a very head-forward individual, probably the most recognized from the Locust situation. He's probably the most well-known soldier out of all of them. Probably up there with Hoffman, up there with, to the public's eye, somewhat Prescott, but that's a topic all on its own. But he's very well known amongst the entire world now as being the one who was there to stop Mira and save the world. He's very well known. Anya, same, she was there. She also has her name thrown around a lot too. But where Marcus was a soldier his entire life, Anya was working comms, and she automatically had a little bit of a boost because of being the daughter of Helena, which we'll get to in the Stroud line. But they're very well-known soldiers. When Marcus left for the Stroud estate, I'm guessing he probably left, I'm sorry for all the ums too, but I gotta go off memory because some of this I haven't read in a while. But Marcus was a soldier his entire life. He rose up the ranks and everyone kind of knew him as he went up. And then Anya, being the daughter of Helena and everything, she was pretty much known as having expectations thrown upon her, pretty much. So I don't remember where I was going with the end of it, but those are JD's parents. Okay, and now going into JD himself quickly. So JD, the son of all of them, the furthest in the bloodline that we know, he is a direct descendant of all of them. Obviously, if he's Marcus's son, Adam's grandson, the great-great-grandson of Roland, he is a Fenix. Again, in the current world they live in, the son of Fenix, the man who saved the world, it's kind of expected, this man would join the military and he would rise up the ranks to where he is. So that is pretty much JD. A lot of things are thrusted upon him to expect, and it's kind of funny because he went to become a gear against Marcus's wishes. We don't know why yet. Then he left, and Marcus was like, this is what I told you not to be a part of it in the first place, you idiot. And now, apparently as a 5, he's back in again, rising up the ranks. So he's a Phoenix. He's pretty much in the military, like his good old grandpappy and his daddy and his great-granddaddy before him. He is a gear right now, kind of following the Phoenix bloodline and continuing on as the Phoenixes do. Well, that was a fun, fantastic video now, wasn't it? Well, if you want to see the next video, you're going to have to wait till next week. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I would have said it in the video, but that was past me getting 5 videos out, technically 1 at the time. You guys have a great one. Thanks for watching.